When I tell people that I am a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, or that I tell them that I help teams improve or make changes, I've got to tell you, people aren't always excited, especially if I'm walking into their place of employment, right? If I came into your work and I said, we're going to improve everything, we're going to make changes, I bet the first thing that you do is, whoa, I don't know, that's uncomfortable. That's out of my comfort zone. Now, I have to say, I am the same way. I am not excited about change for myself. I get nervous and uncomfortable about change as well. And even with the smallest changes, did you know we go through the 5 stages of grief? That's right. Even with little changes, you will experience depression, anger, frustration, bargaining, right? So it's important for us to acknowledge that we are asking our teams to do something that isn't easy. We're asking them to change. So just acknowledging that these are emotions that people might go through, whether or not the change is good. So whether or not the change is good, you might have people reacting out of anger. You might have people kind of drawing back and falling in and being more depressed. Now, I know years ago, I had a boss that we had a scorecard that we filled out every month, and she changed the scorecard. And I tell you, I was so annoyed that she changed the scorecard. So the first time she sent it to me, one, I ignored her message. So I denied it. I said, this didn't happen. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see it. And then she sent the new scorecard to fill in. And I sent back the old one. So I just pretended like this isn't going to happen, some passive aggressive. Here's the information. You can put it on the new one if you want to. She messaged back, no, you need to fill out the new one. And so I started filling out the new one. And as I did it, I hit all my keys. And it was so angry. And about halfway through, I realized the new scorecard wasn't that different from the old one. There wasn't anything on there to really be upset about. And I really had to check myself to say, why am I mad? Why am I upset right now? And it really is that it was a change. I had got used to the old thing. I liked it. I was comfortable with it. I drove all of my metrics and goals off of it. And now it changed. It's okay. It's not a big deal. And I started laughing about halfway through as I realized as I'm hitting my keys that I was just going through those 5 stages of grief. So even with these small changes, even if they're good, these are going to be hard for people. There are some things that you can do to prep your team or to prep yourself to make it easier to adopt the change. One is if you are implementing this amongst your employees or amongst a team, engage them early on. As much as possible, work as a team to come to these conclusions. Help them understand the why. So why are we doing this? We have X problem and we've identified these solutions because of this root cause, right? Help them to understand that why. The more transparent and open you are, the more comfortable they'll be with asking challenging questions that are very relevant, right? And they will be more comfortable with the change as it comes. Now, it's really important as well for you to model the behaviors that you're asking them to do. So COVID-19, for example, asks us to wear masks, or the regulations have us wear masks, or sometimes face shields, or look at the touch points, how many times we're touching a specific surface and making sure that we're wiping those down. If you come in every day and you don't wear a mask, and when you're in your office, you don't wear a mask, and some of your employees have to remind you to wear a mask, that is not going to model the behavior that you want to see. So if you wear a mask every day when you come in, if you're always wiping down surfaces with them, then they understand how important that change is to you, and they will start to get on board. So another thing that we can do is we can stop looking at the way that it used to be. So no more status quo. So the way that it was, you can see my word of the week here this week was forward. And that word of the week was forward because of the quote from Fridtjof Nansen that burn all your bridges so your only way is forward. Now, this is a very harsh statement, but if we, in continuous improvement, leave the door open to going back to the way that it was, to returning back to what we were used to, the way we always did it, then that's what we're going to do. Right? So you have to kind of burn that bridge. You kind of have to close that door. You have to really emphasize why the past, why the way we were doing it isn't working. What is the pain that it's causing? What is that frustration? What is the cost of poor quality? So the more that you can emphasize that past that isn't working, and the more that you can be excited about the future and help people to see the future as something positive, the more your team is going to be excited about the future and less excited about the past or talking about how to fix things from the way that they used to be. So no more status quo. Now, going along with that modeling conversation is the growth mindset. Is the mindset that it's okay to fail. It is okay to share a mistake. If I made a mistake, I am willing to say that. Now, one thing you'll hear me say that you won't hear from a lot of consultants, even in Lean Six Sigma, is I don't know. I will tell you if I don't know something. I will tell you I will find out. I will tell you I will get back to you. But I will tell you that I don't know or that I'm not sure. I'm okay with telling people that I'm not sure because I know the answers out there. And I know that it's okay for me to say something's not right or something's a mistake, or I want to make sure that I do something at the quality I expect, right? It's okay for you to say you don't know, to model that behavior, that you have a growth mindset. So a growth mindset is all about saying, it's not good enough yet. We're going to keep working on it. And if we keep working on it, we are going to get there. Whereas a fixed mindset says how it is how it will stay. And I can't do anything to change that. But we're not going to live there. We're not going to live in, I can't do anything. This is the way that it is. We are going to live with what are the things, what are the inputs that we can change to make this improvement? What are the things that we can change to make things better, right? This gives your employees as well hope. It gives them ownership. It gives them excitement about the future. So there's some ways that you can help to set your team up for success as you implement these really amazing changes.